Observations from the Armchair. My thoughts on Victorian facial hair, peas and mustard variations. All right then, before we begin, yes, that is indeed a stain on my jumper, or sweater if you're an American. No, you may not borrow it. Now, let's have a word about the true historical outrages no one dares to speak of. I'm talking about facial hair. Yes, facial hair. Facial hair. The Victorians, good heavens, they didn't grow beards so much as cultivate entire face jungles. It's like they were trying to ward off evil spirits with sideburns alone. And I ask you, when exactly did we decide that a handlebar moustache the size of a kestrel was dignified? I blame the 1870s and, suspiciously, the 1970s. You see, there's a terrifying overlap between Victorian barbers and disco-era enthusiasts. Both believed in moustache wax, questionable moral decisions, and expressing emotion largely through their facial follicles. Coincidence? Tease. Now, well, while we're on the topic of strange national decisions, let's talk peas. More specifically, mushy ones. I recently had the misfortune of dining with someone from Norway. No names, of course, but let's just say their aversion to mushy peas was so intense they recoiled like I'd served them live eels in a top hat. But it's green sludge, they said. Exactly, I replied. It's national treasure green sludge. That's the whole point. The British. We know a culinary delight when we see it. Roast beef, sorted. Victoria sponge, lovely. And mushy peas, well, they might not look appealing, but they taste like home. Whereas Norway's idea of vegetables seems to be a root vegetable of any description. Turnips seems to feature big. They just don't get it. But then again, they're still pretending brown cheese is a delicacy, so perhaps it's best we move on. Mustard. Finally, and I say this with a heavy heart, let's address mustard. Now, I know we've got French viewers, and some of you prefer your condiment to arrive via a silver spoon and leave a faint whisper of flavour. Good for you, truly. But if you've never accidentally sneezed out your soul after a dollop of proper English mustard, have you really lived? Ours doesn't just flavour the roast, it disciplines it. French mustard seduces. English mustard slaps you across the face, throws your tea into the harbour and tells you to straighten up. And don't even get me started on that abomination called American mustard, that yellow stuff they put on hot dogs. That's not mustard. That's sadness in a bottle. If it can be mistaken for sunblock, it has no place on my plate. Anyway, that's quite enough wisdom for one sitting. If you've enjoyed this mildly unhinged ramble through history's lesser-known grievances, you can find more at Ko-fi or join us on Patreon. Links are somewhere below, probably near the peas. This has been Chronicles of Curious Conduct, Observations from the Armchair. I'm Robin Coles, rogue historian, accidental thespian, and mustard fundamentalist. Until next time, grow a beard responsibly. And oh yes, and if you enjoy more of these types of ramblings, check out our Ko-fi link below. Sounds like coffee. Is it supposed to sound like coffee? This is very suspicious. Or join our merry throng at Patreon, where we drop these types of tidbits several times a week, along with scandal, crime, drama, rather a costume of over 600 documentaries for every peculiar taste. Until next time, mind the badgers. They are secretly congregating. Something to do with rhubarb.